is Nikisha and we are still going through the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. We're on law number 20, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm so excited you decided to join us. Games are being played, guys. Let's get into this. Games are being played. You're being manipulated. We're going through the book. We're on law number 20. Let's get into this because I have things to do today. Law number 20, do not commit to anyone. It is a fool who always rushes to take sides. Do not commit to any side or cause but yourself. By maintaining your independence, you become the master of others, playing people against one another and making them pursue you. So let's get into this. So this law is done in two parts. The first part is do not commit to anyone but be courted by all. And then the second part is do not commit to anyone and stay above the fray. So on the first part, it talks about a couple of different keys to power. So let's get into that. Since power depends greatly on appearances, you must learn the tricks that will enhance your image. Refusing to commit to a person or a group is one of these. You instantly seem powerful because you make yourself ungraspable rather than succumbing to a group or a relationship as most people do. As your reputation for independence grows, more and more people will come to desire you, wanting to be the one that gets you to commit. Desire is like a virus. If we see that someone is desired by others, we tend to find that person desirable too. You can do that and it will make you very powerful, but you'll also be alone. And it's really hard to do life alone. You know, some of these power games, they just really trip me up because it will give you more power, but is it going to make you happy? I don't know if it's making people happy. Not committing to anybody, you will be the most powerful person in the room. Everybody will desire you. Everybody will try to get you. And then when they do, there will be nothing there. Honestly, there's nothing there because they were thinking there was going to be some magic. But the magic was in the fact that they couldn't have you. And now that they have you, they'll find out, oh, you're just a regular human like everybody else. And the magic will be gone. And so all that work you did is out the window. So I do understand not committing to anybody because it does give you a lot of freedom, right? To do what you want to do, to not be beholden to a group. But then you're alone. And sometimes when you see people who have been alone for a really long time, something up here changes. I can't put my finger on it, but something up here changes because I think that we're designed to be with people. So it says, stay aloof and people will come to you. It will become a challenge for them to win your affection. So you'll have all these people grasping for you. But then when they get you, that's it, you know? So I don't know, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That's how I feel about that. Let's go on to part 2, okay? So part 2 says, do not commit to anyone, stay above the fray. Do not let people drag you into their petty fights and squabbles. I agree with that, okay? Stay above the fray. Seem interested and supportive, but find a way to remain neutral. I agree with that. Let others do the fighting while you stand back, watch, and wait. When fighting parties are good and tired, they will be ripe for the picking. See, I'm not in agreement with that. See, they had me and then they lost me. You can make it a practice, in fact, to stir up quarrels between others and then offer mediation, gaining power as a go-between. So I like half of it and the other half I don't like. So one, don't get into other people's business because you're just going to get off of your goals and you're going to be dealing with whatever they got. And now they've got you by the nose and they're going to just drag you around using you as a pawn and a tool in their games. That's why I say stay above the fray. But then the second part, like when they're done fighting, like kind of go after them and see if you can pick apart at the winnings. Listen, we're not just learning about power so that we can have power over people. We're learning about power so we can understand where we're living, what kind of world we're living in and how people are operating with us. Not necessarily to go out and be on the attack. But anyways. The reversal is if you play too many parties against one another, they will see through the maneuver and they will gang up on you. The key is to maintain your independence and to keep yourself from getting emotionally involved. Preserve your unspoken option of being able to leave at any moment and reclaim your freedom if the side you allied with starts to collapse. So they had me and then they lost me again. So here's an example that I like. So when I do consulting services, a lot of times I will give them for free. Why? Because I don't know if I really want to work with this person. And if I don't want to work with this person, then I want to have the opportunity to walk away. But if you're under a contract, you can't walk away. So that's an example of not having a commitment, right? Hey, let's see how this works and let's see where we go from here. And then if it looks like it's working out, then we can have a commitment. So I think those things are really, really good. Oh, here's another one that says, remember, you only have so much energy and so much time. Every moment wasted on affairs with others subtracts from your strength. You may be afraid that people will condemn you as heartless, but in the end, maintaining your independence and self-reliance will gain you more respect and place you in a position of power from which you can choose to help others in your own initiative. That is my final thought. Okay, listen. You only have so many hours in the day. You only have so much energy to expend. What do you want to spend your time on? You don't want to commit to too many people because you might not be able to live up to all those obligations. So that's good. But you also have to remember that you need people, right? There's no I in team, right? It's a we thing. We got to do it together. Life is done together. We're social creatures. We need each other. So that's absolutely true. But you don't want to get too committed because you're not sure if this is something that you want to have the lifelong. That's why there's like a dating process, a courting process. Let's see if we know each other before we get married. That's why we have these things, is to test them out before we make that large commitment. So I don't think you never want to commit. I think you just want to be very judicious of who you commit to and what you're committing to. And maybe a trial works out a little bit better. On the second part, which was, hold on, I got to go back because we talked about a lot, so I forget. Do not commit to anyone and stay above the fray. Don't let people get you involved in their bullshit, okay? Don't let people drag you into their bull. Stay above it, okay? Because you don't have time for that. You don't have time to deal with all of that. You can listen to people, you can sympathize with people, you can be supportive of people, but then you got to be like, that's their problem, and let them deal with their problem. Don't you let their problems become your problems. You got your own problems. Deal with your own problems. If you get yourself all into other people's business, that just means that you're not spending the time that you should be spending on your problems. You're distracting yourself by working on other people's problems. I don't know if that was this what it was about, but it needed to be said to somebody, so there you go. Here it is. Okay, listen. That's all we got for today. I just want to thank you guys for joining us. Make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you leave a comment. Let me know what you think about making commitments to people. Did you read this? We're on it's 145. So I don't know if you guys are reading the book. If you read the book and you got something else out of it, drop it in the comments. I would love to hear it. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye. Let's think about that. So there's just, okay.